Today we'll explore the science behind nature's greatest mysteries. From the stunning beauty of bioluminescence to the secrets of animal migration, we'll uncover how science helps explain these mysteries. Join us as we dive into the fascinating ways nature works and discover the answers behind its wonders. Number 1. Auroras. Auroras, often called the northern and southern lights, are some of the most awe-inspiring natural phenomena. These beautiful light displays, typically visible near Earth's poles, light up the night sky with rippling curtains of green, red, blue, and even purple. However, few people get to see them up close due to their location. Most auroras occur in remote places like Alaska, Canada, Greenland, and Antarctica. The main reason for these breathtaking lights comes from charged particles in space interacting with Earth's magnetic field. Auroras are sparked by the solar wind, a stream of charged particles constantly flowing from the sun. While Earth's magnetic field deflects most of these particles, some get trapped and follow the magnetic field lines to the poles. Once there, they collide with oxygen and nitrogen atoms in the upper atmosphere. This collision excites the atoms, giving them extra energy. When the atoms return to their normal state, they release photons or light particles, creating the aurora's glow. The color of an aurora depends on the altitude and type of atom being excited. Red auroras occur when low-energy particles hit oxygen atoms high up in the atmosphere, while green auroras, the most common, come from higher-energy particles colliding with oxygen at lower altitudes. If the particles penetrate even deeper, they hit nitrogen atoms, resulting in blue or purple auroras. On rare occasions, when the sun releases a massive burst of plasma known as a coronal mass ejection, auroras can stretch much closer to the equator. This creates spectacular light shows visible in places far south of their usual range, like parts of the United States. Auroras take various shapes, including tall curtains of light, flickering patches, and parallel green stripes, known as dunes. These forms depend on atmospheric conditions and Earth's magnetic field. Interestingly, not all glowing lights in the sky are auroras. A phenomenon called steve, a purplish streak in the sky, is caused by fast-moving plasma-heating air particles. Auroras aren't unique to Earth either. Planets like Jupiter and Saturn also experience auroras, thanks to their magnetic fields. Even some of Jupiter's moons and distant comets show auroral lights. Whether on Earth or another planet, these lights remain a truly mesmerizing sight in the universe. Number 2. Singing sand. The phenomenon of singing sand has intrigued many throughout history, from Marco Polo, who linked it to evil spirits, to modern scientists attempting to unravel its secrets. When residents of Copiapó, Chile, heard strange sounds coming from a sandy hill, they named it El Bramador, for the roars and bellows that echoed from its slopes. Today, scientists recognize this captivating occurrence as a result of certain sand dunes producing deep, resonant hums as the grains shift and tumble, creating sounds that can be heard for miles. Despite the enchanting nature of singing sand, the underlying mechanics of this music remain a fascinating mystery. One of the biggest questions is why some dunes produce distinct sounds, while others can create multiple notes simultaneously. A group of biophysicists from Paris may have found a clue. They suggest that the size of the sand grains, rather than the motion of the sand itself, is the key factor in determining the pitch of the sound produced. To test their theory, the researchers identified 2 singing dunes, one in Morocco and the other in Oman. They initiated miniature avalanches by sliding down the dunes on their backsides and recording the sounds generated. The Moroccan dune emitted a steady tone at around 105 Hz, resembling a low G sharp, while the Omani dunes produced a more complex range of notes, varying between 90 and 150 Hz. Armed with samples of sand from both locations, 50 kilograms from Morocco and 100 kilograms from Oman, the team returned to their lab at Paris Diderot University. The weight was necessary, as Simon Deguaboy, the study leader, noted that a significant amount of sand is required to reproduce the singing phenomenon accurately. In the lab, the researchers created small-scale avalanches to analyze how the sand behaved. They discovered that the Moroccan sand grains were mostly uniform in size, measuring around 160 microns, leading to a single note. In contrast, the Omani sands were a mixed batch, with grain sizes ranging from 150 to 300 microns, resulting in a variety of sounds. When they sorted the Omani sand to only include grains sized between 200 and 250 microns, they found it produced a clear, singular tone. While the precise mechanisms behind how these sounds are generated are still not fully understood, the researchers speculate that during an avalanche, grains of sand interact closely with each other. The collisions and movements of these grains create a continuous flow of sound. Interestingly, larger grains tend to move more slowly compared to smaller ones, suggesting that the size of the grains plays a crucial role in the sound produced by singing sand. The study of this phenomenon continues, as scientists aim to uncover more about the mesmerizing sounds that emerge from the world's sandy dunes. Number 3. The Crooked Forest. The Crooked Forest, located near Grafino in West Pomerania, Poland, is a captivating natural wonder known for its distinctive J-shaped pine trees. Despite being home to about 80 trees, each bent at a 90-degree angle just 10 to 50 centimeters from the ground, the reason for this peculiar shape remains largely a mystery. Various theories have circulated, including the idea that the trees were flattened by German tanks during World War II. However, this theory fails to explain the smooth curvature of the trunks and would likely have destroyed the surrounding forest as well. Other suggestions have included heavy snowstorms, gravitational anomalies, and even alien intervention, but these lack substantial evidence. Many experts lean toward a simpler explanation. The crooked forest is likely man-made. Tree shaping, a common agricultural practice, involves bending young trees for uses like furniture and boats. It's possible that the forest was intentionally cultivated for such purposes, but the venture was left unfinished due to the chaos of World War II. As a result, the true story behind the crooked forest remains lost to time, leaving it a fascinating blend of natural beauty and human history. Number 4. Devil's Kettle Falls. The mystery of Devil's Kettle Falls, located in Judge C.R. Magny State Park in Minnesota, has intrigued visitors for years. This waterfall, which plunges into a hole in solid rock, has left many wondering where the water goes after it disappears. For a long time, theories ranged from speculation about the water flowing to Canada or back into the Mississippi River, to the idea that it vanished into an underground civilization. Recent studies by hydrologists have shed light on this enigma. They discovered that nearly identical volumes of water flow above and below the falls, indicating that the water does not vanish, but rather resurfaces underground. The Minnesota Department of Natural Resources, DNR, concluded that the water flowing into the kettle re-enters the river just downstream of the waterfall. To confirm this theory, scientists plan to conduct a dye trace experiment, pouring a fluorescent biodegradable dye into the kettle to track its path. The DNR explained that the powerful currents in the plunge pool prevent larger objects from resurfacing, which is why visitors never see sticks or other items thrown into the hole. However, the dye will provide a clear indication of the water's journey, adding a scientific twist to this natural wonder. While this discovery may disappoint some who cherish the mystery, it also enriches the story of Devil's Kettle. Conclusion: nature's greatest mysteries are more than just riddles to solve. They are portals to greater comprehension and appreciation of the world surrounding us. As science advances, each discovery creates new possibilities for investigation, while reminding us of the immensity that remains to be discovered.